He told fortunes in New York in the summertime and Miami Beach in the wintertime. And on one occasion, the Sunday Atlanta Constitution came out, and it had a young man dancing on the top of one of the taller buildings in New York, and it was Eddie Martin. That was the first impression that I had of him. He was a little bit different, not exactly like the common run of the Marion County people.
I understood at the time he lived in New York City, and he would come home from time to time. And he went in Jake's drugstore. At that time, Eddie dressed even more unusual than he did during his latter years, and he came in with a pair of yellow silk breeches on that you could see through, and his beard was plaited down across his face and had a turban on top of his head and this kind of stuff. And to a small boy from out in the country, that was an unusual sight at the time.
So after his mother's death in 1950, he kept the house, and he started coming down in the summers and spreading the word that he was a fortune teller and that he gave psychic readings, and he started building up a clientele in the area.
Finally, when I come home in 1956, I realized then, they was coming pretty, regular, they're getting 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 a day, I thought, shit, but New York. I was sick of New York anyway, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It gets on me after a while. I was glad to get out.
In about 1957, he started building stone walls, covering them with cement, drawing designs, and doing relief sculpture on the walls and painting them. So the compound evolved over a period of about 30 years, from 1957 until 1986 when he died. He was continually working on it.
I was working with my father. That's how I started there. He was rebuilding a building out there for him, a wall, and he needed somebody to help him. And so my father got me to come and go with him. We used to take a lot of dirt over there. My father had a dump truck at that time. So that's how I really met him and started really working over there in his structure, his land of Pasaquan. But on the designs, he did all the designs. He would do all the designs with a trowel. He'd come out and just freehand them in and say, paint this color, and this, that color.
As you say, you just start seeing these visions of long wall with sculptures and snakes going up and everything. He wanted to create something that no one else could see, because, he said he had a vision that no one else had. He said he wanted to make something that would, go on and on and on.
First thing I built was a wall in front of the house, and I built it crooked. I wouldn't use a line like you should do when you lay brick, I was determined to balance it out, and I really didn't know nothing about it. The people said, oh, the wall's crooked, he's crazy. They always thought, well, that's a madman down there doing, carrying on. So I tore it down then, and what you see here now is the completion, is the second building.
He just said that he wanted to just really make this his whole world right here and just see people's, when they're reading and, and just get away from the outside world.
Definitely this mystique about Eddie, that he played up